Hello and welcome to Sports Talk. I'm Frank Noppenberger, and today is one of those special days where we have three outstanding student athletes. Leading off is Jake Krantz. Jake is just finished an outstanding basketball season with our basketball team, and right now he's also the co-captain of the boys lacrosse team. In the middle there is Sara Acevedo. Sara is an outstanding athlete in field hockey, winter track, and girls lacrosse for us, and 1 year softball. I'm sorry, you're right, softball. And what's unique about Sara is she will earn 11 varsity letters in 12 seasons. And a different type of athlete, but certainly someone that's important, is Tiffany Wang. Tiffany was the manager for our wrestling team this year, and that's how she's involved. It's going to be interesting to see why and how you got involved in that. So welcome, guys. Thanks for participating. First question I have for you is the numbers on your jersey. Jake, we had a short conversation prior to this. What is the significance of your basketball and lacrosse number, and are they different?
Well, believe it or not, actually, coming into the basketball season and lacrosse season, I was number 11 for both sports, but seniors had both of those numbers. So I was kind of like bumped around getting this number, that number. So I just got basketball, number 23, because it opened up, and lacrosse, number 1, because 11 was already taken.
Oh, so you divided that in half. And what about so you've had 4 different numbers your entire basketball career, or what?
Well, the first 2 years, I think I was 21 or something like that, but then my last 2 varsity years, I was 23.
But no lucky numbers, none of that? Do you have a lucky number?
Yeah, it was 11, definitely, 11, all throughout youth sports.
Okay, Sara, now, what was your number in freshman basketball? Do you remember?
Probably somewhere in the 30s, I think like 34, but that was, no, I was number 1.
Good. Oh,
number 1 all through.
So your significance of your numbers in lacrosse?
Softball.
Softball or field hockey?
I'm always try to get number 1. Freshman year field hockey, I didn't, because I switched a little bit from varsity to JV, and so I had 2 jerseys, and they were both different numbers, but always, throughout my childhood, I've always been number 1. Because in elementary school, when you do everything alphabetically, I was always mailbox number 1 because of my last name.
Oh.
So whenever I was put in alphabetical order, I was always the first one in my class. So I just stuck with number 1.
That's pretty neat. I like that. At least there's a significance there. Okay, Tiff, we don't have a number for you, but you'd be also number 1.
Thanks.
Why did you get involved in wrestling? And I mean, out of nowhere, you just wanted to be the manager of the wrestling team?
No, I actually was friends with some of the wrestlers. I was friends with the Mikes for a really long time, and in 8th grade they wanted me to manage, and I didn't know anything of wrestling because I don't know, I feel like that's not one of those sports like football and basketball. But eventually they talked me into it, and so I did it. I started sophomore year. And I'm really glad.
You like it?
Yeah.
You put a lot of time in. Now, for the audience, you said the mics. They're not sure if you're talking about the microphone. Oh. Tell the audience who the mics are.
Michael O'Kane and Mike Nicolero. I was really good friends with them in 9th grade and 10th grade.
And they were both our co-captains.
Yeah, and they're really awesome wrestlers.
Good. I know it's right around the corner, but tell us real quick. We'll go with you, Sara, first. Plans for the fall of 2013?
I'm probably going to be going to Quinnipiac University, studying physical therapy, and they're Division 1, so I'm not sure if I'll play any sports for the team, but I might try out for the field hockey team. If not, I'll just be doing a lot of club sports, a lot of intramurals, staying active. And
you want to major in?
Physical therapy.
And that's a doctorate program, right?
Yeah, a 6-year program.
Where do you think do they have it at their school? Or
yeah, that's if I keep a 3.0 GPA, I'm guaranteed a seat. I don't have to reapply or anything. Right. It's great.
Did you look at any other school, or was Quinnipiac your first and only?
Quinnipiac is my first choice. So I was looking at Widener and just other schools that had the program, like the 3+3.
Yeah. Well, good luck. I'm sure you'll be successful. Jake, you're going to Stevens Tech. You could probably play hoops there too, no?
Yeah, actually, I talked to the basketball coach. He wanted me, and the basketball and lacrosse coach were kind of fighting over, oh, let me have him.
Right.
But yeah, so I'm pretty excited. I'll play lacrosse at Stevens. I'm actually going to be participating in their 5 years master program. So I'm going to be majoring in engineering.
On a train, that engineer?
Well,
never mind, that was my poor attempt of humor. Engineer, a train.
Okay.
So, and definitely can't do 2 sports, only do the 1?
I mean, I guess it's been done before, but especially with Stevens, it's got really tough athletics. So I mean, academics. So I mean, we'll see what happens freshman year.
What division are they?
Division 3.
Tiff, Montclair is what you said? That's pretty.
Yeah, probably.
What do you think you want to major in?
I'm probably going to do early education, and they have the 5-year program for masters also.
What made you get into early education? Who gave you that influence?
I've always wanted to be like a teacher, and now I take preschool at the high school, and like I really, really enjoy it. So it was kind of like, you know, like it just made me realize that like that's actually what I want to do.
Through your whole career, in East Brunswick, your whole 12 years? East Brunswick school system, all 12 years?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, any special elementary teacher that left that lasting impact on you?
I really liked my 2nd grade teacher, Mrs. Cole. She teaches at Frost. I think she's there now. She teaches 3rd grade because I was just there for a field trip. So yeah.
So that was it. Well, congratulations to her.
Thank you.
All right, we'll continue with you. The goals of this wrestling team, I know you're very involved. I know you're down in Atlantic City cheering us on, and at the sectionals down at Brick. What were the boys discussing during the year about their goals, or what did they want to achieve for that year, this year?
I feel like everyone had separate goals, like that's like for them. But as a team, I think we just really wanted to make it to like sectionals, and we did. And we even won a game, like a match.
You won your first one against?
Yeah, which was really nice. We beat Monroe twice, and I don't know, just like those like certain matches we really wanted to win. And then for the boys, they have their own individual goals.
For the audience out there, you weren't involved as an athlete, but you certainly did a lot and added to the program, and that was indicated at our recent wrestling banquet. Tell the audience real quick, what exactly did you do as wrestling manager?
Well, as a wrestling manager, I don't have to go to practices. I go to all the matches, so that's like twice, maybe 3 times a week, and I do the stats. So I write down all the stats.
And you learned how to collect the points, and
yeah, it was weird at like first, but like it's like natural now.
So now can you coach, or you think?
I don't think I know that much about like the actual like moves and stuff, but.
Okay, good. Sarah, you had a lot of 3 different teams, 3 different sets of goals. Let's not talk individually right now, but certainly team goals.
Well, for this season I'm in right now for softball, last year we had a really great season. We won the red division and the state sectional champs as well. So I think that the goal for this year for softball is just to try to get to that point again, maybe get a GMC champion in there. But
well, we lost in the finals last year, correct?
Yeah, we made it all the way to finals. But just try to get there again. We lost a lot of good players last year, but if we work hard, we can make it.
How did we do the other day in that cold, nice warm weather against Bridgewater?
We won. We beat them like 5-1.
Right, very good. Jake, you had one of the best seasons ever as basketball. You guys had that goal in mind. I've heard that, and you felt you believed in it. Now you're going into a team that's somewhat unknown. What is the lacrosse goals this year?
Well, I mean, touching upon basketball first.
Sure.
We had a lot of goals set in the beginning of the year, and we actually achieved most of them. I mean, I'm sure a lot of the viewers heard about our final St. Joe's game in the GMC Championship, which we just fell short of at the RAC. States, we wanted to make it to. We won state sectionals, so we were pretty happy about our season there. For lacrosse this year, we're actually a pretty young team. We have a lot of freshmen and sophomores, first-year players, but we're actually coming together nice. Personally, my goal as a co-captain, I want to really motivate the players and just try to get us on track, hopefully win a GMC championship.
Yeah, we had a pretty good scrimmage on Saturday. We had that try scrimmage, and I think the coach is real pleased with that, especially with your effort level and the improvement. Sarah, it's easy to get involved in softball in East Brunswick because it's everywhere. How do you get involved in field hockey?
Well, one of my good friends from elementary school, her sister was Amanda Heiberger, and she did a clinic with Coach Cindy Todoroff, and my friend asked me to come out with her. And also, my cousin played field hockey at Columbia University, so she was like, oh, field hockey, I could teach you, and I'll help you. So that kind of motivated me to give it a shot. So I did that clinic, and then I tried out in the fall, freshman year, and loved it.
And now, how long have you been playing softball?
Since I was like 8.
8. Always the same position?
No, I've actually moved around a lot. I'm kind of like a utility player for like both sports.
Where's Coach Brady have you this year?
Third base.
And you're batting what in the lineup right now?
We don't know. We bat everybody during these scrimmages.
Right. You like third?
Yeah.
Mom want you to wear a face mask or anything?
I had it when I was younger, but I don't like it
Because
anymore.
that is dangerous.
Yeah, I wear a mouth guard.
Right. Now, Tiff, I know you explained to us how you got in as manager. Did you ever get involved in sports as a kid? Or?
Well, I danced competitively for 7 years.
Oh.
And I stopped my junior year. So for 1 year, I was doing wrestling and dance.
Just too much?
Yeah.
But dance is very demanding also.
Yeah.
Just as much as basketball or the other
It
sports.
was a lot.
Do you miss the dance?
I do, but I don't. Like, I didn't really like my teachers.
Oh, there you go. That's nice.
And it was really, I was dancing like over 20 hours a week. And it was just too much between junior year. And like, to be honest, like wrestling had to do with it because like I couldn't go to any of the Wednesday matches or like I'd have to like, make something up and skip.
But you wouldn't do that. You
No.
wouldn't make things up.
No. But yeah, so wrestling had like a little part of it because I really liked it a lot.
That's one of the questions we talk about a little bit about. Did you miss out on anything in the high school career being a 2-sport, 3-sport, or totally involved in one sport or activity? Jake, I heard the story how you got involved with your neighbor on the street in boys in basketball, but when did you start playing basketball?
Honestly, I can't really remember a day that I didn't play basketball.
Yeah.
Like since I was young, I had one of those like kid-sized hoops. My dad
Right.
was having me play in the hallways of my house. Then we played in the backyard, and I was always involved in the fast break league growing up
Right.
and travel. So
And you started lacrosse with the Blackhawks in town?
yeah, in 5th grade, I was always a good baseball player, but it was just like too slow of a game for me, and I needed like more action. So a couple of my friends played lacrosse, and ever since then I loved it.
Right, and you're pretty good at it. Sorry, do you find softball being boring as compared to field hockey?
It's definitely a slower paced game, but I wouldn't call it boring. It just,
Well, not at third base, anyway.
yeah,
Oh, smoke.
hot corner. But
Oh, boy. But the softball is a much faster paced game than the baseball.
yeah.
Okay, real quick, Sarah, do you think you missed out on anything being involved in so many sports? And what other clubs are you involved in school or activities?
I'm in the Math Honor Society and the National Honor Society and Principals Council and
So you're involved in everything.
quite a bit.
Do you think you miss out on anything socially, or do you have any regrets of having the high school career just engulf your time?
I don't have any regrets. I feel like I make my own experiences with my teammates and with those friends that I made through my sports. Like, I don't think I miss out on any social events because we do stuff as a team and we do stuff together.
Good. How about you, Jake? Besides the basketball, which is, I know it's 24/7 all year, and lacrosse pretty much the same.
No, I
What
really
else are you involved in?
Well, in school I'm involved. I'm also in a National Honor Society, and outside of school I'm in like a youth program to help for community service and stuff. But I'd have to agree with Sarah. I mean, I don't feel like I'm left out of anything or I'm missing any experiences. It's kind of the same thing she said. Like I go out with my team, and during the season, I change friends, but like I kind of hang out with different people. Like
Right.
they're on the same schedule as me because they're on the same team.
Right, and that's what happens when you're part of a team. Tiff, I know you said you weren't involved but 2 or 3 days a week, but all day Saturday, they're
Yeah.
all day. How did you balance the academics and the athletics?
Well, I mean, first off, I only have to do it for 1 season, so it's not like all year long. And
But don't you find yourself with idle time, it's harder to get the work done?
yeah, no, it definitely was. But at the same time, we go to matches really early because the wrestlers have to go weigh in and like get ready. And during that time, I'm able to get a lot of my work done because
Right.
they're busy and I'm just sitting around until like the match actually starts.
Good. Sarah, you got to be like a 3.9 or a 4.0. How can you be involved in all those clubs, be social, and still maintain that GPA?
I feel like being involved in a lot has helped me with my time management. Like, I know if I have a game on Thursday that I need to have a project due on Friday, like I got to get it done before, and it just helps me manage my time easier when I'm involved in so much.
Right. Jake, that question to you.
I'd have to agree with Sarah again on this one. I mean, especially as we got more into the high school years, growing up, I'd have to time manage like way better. And my parents taught me definitely to put a priority on academics first. So again, I just try to like manage like when I know work is due versus like when I have a game or what time I have practice. Like I'll find myself squeezing in an hour of homework before practice. Like for lacrosse, we have practice at 4:30, and then coming home, eating really fast, and then again doing homework before I go to sleep.
Right. So give me your typical day, Jake. You hit on it a little bit. You got late into school?
No, too many courses.
So
No late in or early out.
So you get up at, go ahead, give me your day. I'm going to ask all three of your typical day.
Wake up around 6:40, get to school, there until 2:12, and then
Your first class is at,
my first class is at 7:26.
how do you get from home and getting up at 6:40 to get in there so fast?
I mean, really, I just have to wake up, throw on a pair of sweats.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Not that long, but you have to run to your car though, beat the buses out.
Right.
Get home, I'll usually eat a quick snack and then try to do a little bit of homework before I come back for this season right now, lacrosse at 4:30.
Right.
And lacrosse ends around 6:30, 7 o'clock, and then more homework.
Is there TV in your life?
Yeah,
Television?
occasionally, you have to just take a quick break,
Right.
just relieve yourself.
Good.
So,
Sarah, I know you live on your phone no, just teasing you, kid. Give us your typical day.
Well, I have late in, so I get to wake up at like 7:30.
Oh,
and
man, that's late.
Yeah, it's great. And then I normally leave for school around like 7:50 to get there. Then after school, we normally practice right after school until like 4:30ish. And I go home and like shower and relax a little bit, eat dinner, and do homework.
You helped with dinner, though, right? The dishes and prepare
yeah.
dinner? No doubt in my mind. Tiff, tell the crowd out there about a Saturday tournament day.
On a Saturday?
Yeah.
Normally I'd wake up at like 5 or 6. We've had to wake up at like 4 before, and then go catch the bus, and then be there for the entire day and get back
Right.
at like 8 or 9.
But a lot of it is social because a lot of times you're not even involved in the...
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm going to ask you now about your coaches and the influence you've had on them and what have you learned from them, if anything. Or if you want to just go into a teacher, who wants to go first on that? What have you learned from your coaches?
Well,
Okay, go ahead.
you looked at me. Having multiple coaches, like, I feel like most of them say like the same kind of stuff. I learned like hard work and giving all you got. Like, also like accepting new challenges. You can learn from like playing this position or asked to play, go there, go play defense, go play mid. Like,
Right. Now, you have two coaches for team sports. Are they similar in their, I know they're similar in their philosophy and the way we approach things about long practices and long practices. Do you feel they have the same general philosophy about what we want to do at East Brunswick?
I feel like they're all pretty similar. Like, East Brunswick, we have a really great reputation among like other schools, and we're always with honor and integrity, working hard.
Dr. Vanilla like that.
Yep.
Thank you. And do you find it different with the individual, the track?
Not so much. We all try to keep good sportsmanship. Like when you're waiting for your race, like most of us, we talk to the girls around us, wish each other luck, always have great sportsmanship.
How about you there, young lady?
I mean, Mr. Pazinko, he taught me a lot about wrestling in general because like I said, I knew nothing about the sport going in. And like, I don't know, he was just very welcoming, like, and I feel like managing taught me like a sense of responsibility because I always had to be there, and like I was responsible for the tablet and the books and like.
And people don't understand that what you put down there is very, very, very important. The coach is relying on that statistic.
Yeah.
And that's good. You think Coach Pazinko changed since he became a daddy? Did he get softer?
I don't know, because
Yeah.
I'm not there like in the wrestling room and stuff, but I love his kids. They're so cute.
Yeah, they are. What do you think, Jake?
I mean, growing up, obviously, I had a lot of different coaches, and I feel like every single one of them kind of taught me a different thing. But mainly, I like that how they taught me could not only apply to like the sport, but more like into my life about like commitment and dedication and working hard for what you want to achieve. So I definitely think I learned a lot from like my coaches over the years.
Here's my question that I asked the captain's meeting the other day. What motivates you more, the fear of failure, all right, or the joy of winning? And that's a tough question. I see girls soccer, correct me if I'm wrong, they're afraid of not winning the GMCs. So what's your, as you as an athlete, is it the joy of winning or the fear of failure? Either academically or athletically.
I definitely think it's the joy of winning. I mean, me personally, I'm not afraid of failure because I think that failure only makes you better. You really recognize like what you did wrong and you can only improve upon it. So, I mean, failure in a way teaches you a lot about what to do better. But the joy of winning definitely is great. I mean, I have a big competitive personality when I'm out, whether it's on the court or on the field. So I definitely think I'm motivated by the joy of winning.
Well, I mean, for dance, if I relate it to dance,
Okay.
I think that the joy of winning definitely motivates me more because when you're winning, you're like up there, you're recognized, but when you're losing, like it's just like whatever, like no one notices you.
Now, Sarah, you're unique because field hockey and softball, always successful, always successful. What's your take on this?
I agree with Jake. I say that the joy of winning is much more, because you do learn from failure. That is true. Like if you lose a game by big, you could obviously see where you fell apart or where your team broke down, and you know where to work on it. And yeah, if our field hockey and also softball were successful, and every year we're trying to make it up there to the GMC finals again. We do for field hockey.
So I just need to know your fondest memory. It's got to be one. Well, you don't have to. You can give me two if you want. But fondest memory of your high school career. Who wants to lead off? Go ahead.
I'll take it. Well, I think, sorry to go against you, I think I have two. But
That's
definitely when we played the GMC championship at the RAC versus St. Joe's, I mean, obviously we didn't come out on top, but it was just a great atmosphere, just being able to play in front of 5,000 people and have lots more at home watching online. But definitely a great experience. But I definitely think also winning the state sectional championship for basketball, that'll always stick with me. I'll be able to look back on it and just say, wow, like that was such a great year. A lot of great memories to take away.
You can never take that away.
Yep.
You know the unique thing about your team and the other team that won the GM Central Jersey? Same thing. They both won the division, and they both won Central Jersey, and they both lost to GMC. A lot of parallels there. I never shared that.
Was it in the RAC back then?
Yeah, we're at the RAC. And we didn't lose in the finals. We lost in the semis. We used to take both semis and finals there. Sarah, fondest memory? Or memories?
Mine would probably be 2 seasons ago, field hockey, when we lost to South Plainfield twice during the regular season, and we came back and we beat them when it meant the most, when we beat them in GMC finals.
Right. Yeah, that
And
one.
that title.
I remember we scored early, and that was the longest
Oh, yeah.
period of time to that last whistle went, you know?
Yeah.
That's in my top, we did the first top 25 years in Nop a couple of years ago, but certainly next year, I mean, my next 25 has got that game,
Definitely.
and certainly Jake's year. Tiff, fondest memory?
I think I also have two. First is beating Old Bridge this year because it was like our first time beating Old Bridge since their new name, and because it came down like it was so neck and neck, and their crowd was so loud and obnoxious. And
no,
like,
they weren't up. They were just cheering for their
okay,
team.
well, and then when they announced that we won, it was just so exciting.
Yeah.
It was like
And Coach
and to see all the wrestlers, like it was just. Like
Coach Pazinko knew because he gave me the nod because he knew the criteria. He's so good at that. We're running out of time real quick. Would you like to thank anyone out there? Parents, a quick shout out to anyone?
Yeah, I'd definitely like to thank my parents. Obviously, they made it possible for me to play all these years throughout high school and youth. I'd like to thank coaches for really teaching me a lot about the game. And thanks to you, Mr. Noppenberger,
That's all right.
for today,
Thanks.
having me be here.
Tiff, we're going to keep my girl for last, Sarah.
I like to thank Mr. Pazenko for, letting me be a part of the team, and he's always been really nice and like supportive and stuff. And then my parents for driving me all those like 5 o'clocks
Right.
For 2 years. This year I obviously drove myself.
All right. Sarah?
I'd like to thank my parents for making me go to like all these things and allowing me to be involved in so many sports and stuff like that, and for always teaching me to give 110%, and also to my coaches for teaching me all those values and skills as well.
Right.
That could,
The intangibles. Well,
yeah.
there's no doubt in my mind you guys are going to be successful. That's why we picked you. Your coaches recommended you. It's a pleasure watching you guys compete, getting to know you a little better. I wish you the best of luck, and I hope you achieve your goals in this spring season and certainly next year at the college level. And again, thank you, and go Bears.